Good day, everybody. Welcome to the last of the Ford's flights. We're down in Trinidad and Tobago, Port of Spain, and we're heading to the destination airport of New York City. It's going to be about a 5-hour flight today up across the Atlantic, or up the Atlantic along the eastern seaboard, up to New York. That's you can see Nick there off in the distance in the other Pan Am, and third one just popped in. I believe that might be Dark Fury, which is pretty often. So just looking at the current air traffic control, that is up. Curacao control is up, but that's to our west. It's not going to be a concern. Washington Reagan has come up, and Philadelphia has come up, but again, not our concern. Boston Center is on, but that's just past where we're going. So at the moment, we're pretty good for no ATC. We'll see if that changes and see where we go from there. So it looks like baggage and catering are all on board, so let's hop into the aircraft and we'll get ourselves set up and ready to go. Here we go, start playing this game now. There we are. Getting lost in the controls, it's always fun. Alright, first thing we're going to do is I am going to start my tracker for the virtual airline. And you can go away now, thank you. So that is up and running. And as this is the first flight of the day, we'll get ourselves ready to go. So parking brakes are confirmed set. Flaps are retracted. Speed brake is retracted. Just make sure the controls are all good. Weather radar is in op. Predicted wind shear is off. Engine masters 1 and 2 are in cutoff. Engine mode selectors are in idle. Thrust levers are at idle. That's right, normal. And gear is confirmed down. We'll get the batteries on. External power is confirmed on. Brake pressure is good. We'll get up our lights. So Dark, did you figure out what happened yesterday with the 787, or was it just that bug where it kind of slowly lost control of it? Alright, C cams, so we get the lower integrated panel up, and we'll get the overhead panel up as well. APU fire test. APU fire test is good. Crew oxygen coming on. Get the gears aligning. Steer lights, nav, and logo are on. Seatbelt signs are on. The no smoking is on, and the emergency exits are armed. Alright. Everyone is starting to get on board. Probe and window heat are on auto. APU is off. Temperatures, turn them down a little bit. Yeah, no response. Okay. Fuel pumps are confirmed off. Engine fire test 1. Engine fire test 2. Flight directors 1 and 2 are on. Barrow, let's get the current weather. So as you can see, the current weather as of 1300 Zulu, so about an hour ago, winds are 120 at 6 knots, few clouds at 2,000 feet, temperatures 29, dew point 25, QNH 1014. Don, I am using PAX. It allows me Well, it gives me some of the airline flight attendant announcements and stuff, but it also lets me run some custom safety briefings, which I have set up. As you'll hear a Pan Am safety briefing when it starts. There are more intricate ones like self-loading cargo, but this one does what I need it to do, and it's all good. Thanks, Nick. So we're going to be taking off on runway 10 today, given the wind's currently at 120, so that's all good. So pressure's in both sides. We'll get it here in the standby as well. EFIS 10 arc and clear. Arc, we'll put Roger on 40 and clear. We're going to be cleared right to our flight level today, which is 38,000 feet. And that's now entered in. Radios 1228, which is Unicom, as we still have no ATC up in the area. And we can start entering our data. So we'll get the flight data up and running. We'll hop down to the MCDU, get our flight plan in. There we go. So we can see we're going from TTPP, which is here in Port of Spain, to KLGA, that's LaGuardia. Our alternate today is Boston. Flight number is Pan American Airlines 5556. Cost index of 25. Flight level of 380. The troposphere today, that's pretty bang on. 51836. We'll enter that in there, and that is all good. So we're going to go into our weight and balance now. So our block fuel for today's trip is 14,813 kilograms, 230 for taxi. Trip fuel, we're looking at 11,442. That is all correct. We'll go over to our passengers. We're going to request it from the operational flight plan. So we have 170 passengers on board today, full flight. Payload of 17,680 kilograms, zero fuel weight of 63.9. Sorry, that was my phone if you heard that. And we have a center of gravity of 23.6.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. This is your flight attendant speaking. At this time, please be sure to
zero
ensure
fuel
all
weight.
large carry-on items are in the overhead bins and your small items are underneath in front of you. If you have any trouble or need any assistance, please don't hesitate to let a flight attendant know
and that is all set. So we're going to
if the overhead bin is full, please make sure you close it as a courtesy
all
to
done
other
and
passengers.
loaded in.
Please double check
We're
that
now
all
going to
your
go over
items are
to
put away
our
so that the aisle is clear and other passengers can make their way.
pad here
if you're in an emergency exit row,
for
please
the
exit
fueling.
taking responsibilities
Actually,
in
first
the
thing we're
car
going to do
and
is
back in
input
front of
the
you. If you're not able to comply with these actions, please let a flight attendant know so that way
briefing.
you can be
There we go.
You are free to use your portable electronic devices during
It's not
the
pulling
boarding
in any
process.
weather, which
We
is
ask that
interesting.
larger electronic devices are stowed once we depart from the gate. Thank you and
So a
welcome
little bit of
aboard.
shifting here as we load up. So we'll come over here to fuel. And as mentioned, fuel today is 14583. And we will start the refueling process there. So it is now up and running. Looks like the GPSs have aligned. Looks like Nick's getting into the beverages early. And there is unfortunately a little bit of a delay with the YouTube stream. They're just seeing it pop up now. All right, so that is all going. So they're still boarding. 109 are on board, so that's fine. Fueling is underway. So we can come back down here and we will head back into our initialization. And we can come in here. So zero fuel weight was 63.9 and our center of gravity was 23.6. So we'll enter that in. Block fuel 14.5. Get that in, and we have a component trip wind of a 5-knot tailwind. So we'll get that in, and that is all good to go there as well. Hey, Pilot Pat, how are you? So we'll come over to our flight plan. We'll take a look at what we're doing today. We just okay, so let me bring up Navigraph. So here we are. We're sitting here currently on the North Apron. We're going to be using runway 10. So what we're going to do is we're going to, when we push back, we're going to go tail to the left. We'll then taxi along the apron over here to Whiskey down to Alpha, then backtrack along 10 to the takeoff point. We're then going to depart. There is no departures for the airport, so we're not going to worry about that. So we're going to basically be taking off. We're going to make a left-hand turn, come on to the first waypoint, and then we're going to head up. We're going to fly past Grenada, up across
We're ready to go when you are.
Okay, up across the waters here. This is the British Virgin Islands, and the American Virgin Islands are. This is Puerto Rico actually. British Virgin Islands are over here. Going to fly up, out over the Atlantic, between Bermuda and the U.S. coast, and then when we get up to about here off the coast of Virginia, we're going to angle upwards, coming over New Jersey, and then up to LaGuardia. So that is the plan, and we'll brief the arrival when we get a little bit closer. Rainy Sunday afternoon in Sweden. Yeah, it was raining here all day yesterday. It's a little bit better today. Alright, so where are we? So the MCU data is entered in. The MCU has been set up. We'll check our RadNav page. We have nothing really to worry about for our departure, so we're not going to need anything in there. IFR clearance, ATC is not online. We'll take it as self-cleared. We'll be squawking 7,000 on the squawk. IRSs are aligned. 7,000 is in the box. Flight plan we have reviewed. EFIS nav aids are set. We're still refueling. Takeoff briefing, standard takeoff that you would hear. Obviously, anything happens below V1, we'll stop on the runway. Anything that happens between V1 and rotate, with the exception of a catastrophic failure, we'll take into the air, and anything after rotate, we take into the air. Squawk code is set, so we're just waiting for the fueling to be done. I think it's now complete. 1458, fueling is now complete. Yeah, we've had a lot of rain and colder weather here today. It's partly cloudy, scattered clouds. Still pretty wet. It was raining up until very early in the morning. Okay, so that is done. And I think we should be pretty much good to get ready to go. Put you back on initialization. We're going to come up here. We're going to start up the APU. Wait for the flaps open. These redeeming sound effects get my attention now. I can hear the sounds before they pop up. Flap is open. I'll start the APU up. So while the APU is starting, we'll do our MCDU weights and get them all set and ready to go. So transition altitude coming out of here is, I believe, 4,000 feet. So we'll set that in. We're cleared straight up anyway, it doesn't matter. So it's going to be flaps 1. Now, I'm going to need my trim settings. And it was 23.6, which means I'm going to require a trim setting of 1.1 up. 1.1 up. A lot of thirsty people today. No flex temperatures that we give. It's a 10,000 foot runway, so we'll actually flex to 58 degrees. Alright, so that's going to get us a 145, 146, and a 150 for our V2 rate. So that will be all good and ready to go. So that is our speeds in. Oops. Come back up. And look, we can see our V1 and our V2 speeds are now entered. APU is now available. APU bleeds coming on. There's the air coming on, the bleed air. So external power is now disconnected. And packs are on. So then we're pretty much ready to go. So let me call up the pushback truck.
Cockpit to ground.
This is ground. Stand by.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. And
yeah, Nick, just type command menu and the list will come up.
Our flight time will be roughly 4 hours and 49 minutes. Please note the cabin door is now closed. We ask that you make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your larger devices are now shut down and stowed. If you have not already, please fasten your seatbelt and verify it is
So
well
windows and doors are
wrapped.
closed, cockpit door is closed, cockpit door is now secured, fuel pumps.
Cabin crew, prepare doors for departure, cross-check, verify straps, and stand by for all calls.
Okay, sir. The bypass pin
Coming
is installed.
on.
All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment is
Beacon
removed.
light is now on.
The parking brakes are set. You may lift.
Steering
Parking
pin
brake
is
set. Lifting
in.
the aircraft.
Transponder is on. TCAS is on standby.
Standing by for pushback.
Okay, we've been raised and we are ready to push. So again, we are going to push out, we're going to come back and then go tail to the left, and then we'll taxi along the bottom line there. Piarco area traffic, Clipper 5556 on stand 11, pushback and engine start facing west.
Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead.
Understand traffic, to the 464, pushback and start facing south.
Okay, cleared for push start. Please release parking brake.
Alright, parking brake is released.
Parking brakes are released.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
It will start in the sequence.
It will start in the sequence. No, you're going too fast. Slow down. So APU bleeds are on. Put engine starter to start. Not sure why that's not coming up, Nick. Let me just, oh, it's snack. There's no S. I'll change
Ladies and gentlemen,
that
please
in a
direct your
second.
attention to the screen for an important safety demonstration.
So
Thank you for flying with
should
us.
be snacks. Okay, starting engine 1. Alright, I just changed it to snacks, Nick, if you want to give that another try.
Hello and welcome aboard. As we prepare for departure,
Sorry.
we ask that you pay close attention
do it again
to
with the
following
S on
important
it.
information about this A310 airplane. Your seatbelt should be fastened whenever the fasten seatbelt sign is illuminated. To fasten your seatbelt, insert the metal tip into the buckle until you hear a click. To change the length of the belt, adjust the strap. To open the buckle, lift the metal flap. All emergency exits are clearly marked. Take a moment now to locate the exit nearest you. Emergency exit lights are located near the floor in each aisle to assist you to an exit. As you can see, this aircraft has 6 exit doors. 3 doors are located on the left side and 3 doors on the right side. Each door is equipped with an automatic slide. In an emergency, flight attendants will inflate slides from all safe exits. In the event of an evacuation, move quickly to the exit nearest you and jump into the slide. Leave all luggage behind. After you reach the bottom of the slide, move immediately away from the airplane. Our cabin pressure is controlled for your comfort. If a change in pressurization occurs, oxygen masks will automatically drop from the small compartment above your seat. If this should happen, immediately extinguish all cigarettes, remain in your seat, and pull the nearest mask to your face until the pin is released and the tube is fully extended. Place a mask over your nose and mouth, adjust the elastic head strap, and breathe normally. If you are traveling with a child, secure your own oxygen mask first, then assist the child. Continue to wear the oxygen mask until instructed to remove it by a crew member.
Okay, pushback
A life
completed.
vest is
Please
located
exit
under
Start
your
engine one,
seat.
starting engine
To use
two.
it, pull down on the tab to open the
Parking
plastic
brake
bag
set.
which
Set.
contains the vest.
Parking brake set.
Unfold the vest
Lowering
and hold it
aircraft.
in front of you. Place your arms through the straps, then slip the vest over your head.
Ground. Startup is complete. You may
Pull
disconnect.
down on the straps to extend the back
Roger.
flap.
Good engine start.
Pull the
Clear to
straps
disconnect.
outward until the
See you
vest
at the
fits
side.
tightly
Have
around
a
your
good flight.
waist. As you
Holding
leave the
position,
airplane,
waiting for the
inflate
visual.
the vest
Thank
by
you and
pulling down
goodbye.
sharply on both red handles.
Alright,
The
so we
vest
got a
may
good
also be
engine
inflated
start.
by blowing into the tubes at the sides. If traveling with a child, please refer to the safety information
See, the
card.
other guys are pushing back now.
The evacuation slides in the front of the airplane and in the back of the airplane may be used as life rafts. In preparation for takeoff, please ensure that your seat is upright with the tray table closed. Your cabin baggage should be securely stowed beneath the seat in front of you or in one of the overhead compartments, which is latched closed. Please remember that smoking is permitted in your seat only when the no smoking sign is turned off in flight. We
Engine 2
suggest that
coming
you
up.
take a few moments to review the safety information card, which is located in the seat pocket in front of you. This A310 airplane is equipped with numerous features for your comfort and convenience. The control to recline your seat is located in your armrest. Your flight attendant call button,
It's a good start on
light,
engine number
and fresh air
2.
outlet are located directly above each
Ignition
seat.
back to normal.
An ashtray is found in the armrest. Magazine
APU
racks are
bleeds off.
conveniently located throughout the
APU has been
airplane.
shut off.
Lavatories and
NTI
drinking water
is
dispensers
not
are in the
required.
front and back sections of the airplane.
So, auto
Your copy
brakes
of our Clipper
set to
magazine
max.
is in the seat pocket in front of you. If
Spoilers
you have any
are armed.
questions about cabin safety
Flaps
or the
1
comfort
for
and convenience
takeoff.
features of our A310
Engine
airplane,
anti-ice is confirmed
please ask one
off.
of the
Flight
flight attendants as they
controls.
prepare the cabin for takeoff. We appreciate your
Full
attention,
left.
wish you a pleasant flight,
Full
and
right.
thank you for flying Pan Am.
Neutral. Hey, Dark. It's the only Pan Am safety briefing I could find. Forward. Full back. Neutral. Rudder full left. Neutral. Full right. Neutral. Steering pin has been disconnected. Pitch trim, we're going to 1.1 up. .1 up is set. Rudder trim indicating neutral and 0. Once again, steering pin is confirmed removed. Alright, taxi light coming on, turn off lights coming on. Strobes are off. Just waiting for Nick and Dark Fury to get going. Hi, Christian. Yeah, it did. Yeah, it had that sound, didn't it? I guess. Well, 310. That would have been the 80s. So that type of music would have been around then. Definitely. Config check is TO config normal. We'll ding the cabin in a minute. they're doing their final checks on
Cabin
in the
is
back.
ready.
Cabin is ready, so we'll get them seated.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
There we go. Land O'Lakes, hello, good to see you. And just a reminder, if anyone prefers, we are also currently streaming on Twitch. Although the active chat is over here on YouTube. There we go. So there's Clipper 15 Whiskey
Clipper
heading on.
464 will taxi after Clipper 5565, who is backtracking on the way 10, will then go Alpha Bravo to the holding point of Bravo 3.
Nick's going to follow him. He's going to cross over and come in the other way. Jericho area traffic, Clipper 5556, taxiing via the apron, Whiskey Alpha, and I'm gonna hold at Alpha 1. Alright, brakes off, power up. Ford 640, you want to go ahead and cross 10 while 15 Whiskey's backtracking?
Yeah, roger that.
I think everybody's going to cross over now. We'll go down Bravo, and that way it keeps us clear. Don't know how big that Bravo taxiway is, though. That is a general aviation ramp down there, so it might be a little bit small, which is why I was going to backtrack on 10. It didn't update from my last time I did it. I did a check this morning, Land O'Lakes, and it said it was still installed, so I don't think I've seen an update in a couple days now. Not sure if there's any big updates coming out. I'd really like to get the weather radar and terrain radar back online. What's the pressure warning about, Christian? I don't think I've had that one yet. Okay, looks like Dark Fury's doing okay down there on Bravo.
If you had some traffic, Clipper 464 crossing runway 10.
No traffic inbound at the moment. There's supposed to be a 747-800 here, Virgin, heading off to Gatwick. I know we had an ATR 42-500 take off and head north a little while ago. PR for traffic, Clipper 5556 crossing 10 for Bravo. Gonna hold short, Bravo 3. Derek, you're pretty quiet. I don't know if you've got your volume turned down in your V-Pilot. Oh, I haven't had that one yet. Interesting. My packs are always on, so. So we're going to do the 2-minute spacing here. As soon as Nick starts rolling, we'll hit the timer for 2 minutes. That gives us a decent little bit of spacing for once we're in the air. And prevents ATC from freaking out if they come up online and we're all sitting on top of each other. Yeah, and I have pushback toolbar. Toolbar pushback. So I don't know. So I had to go on. I figured out why I was getting all those livery issues.
Clipper 15 SQ radio check.
You're good.
555.
Good there. So turns out somehow my Megapack liveries got reinstalled and turned on again. Which
Roger,
is
Foxbane traffic with Clipper 15 Whiskey is taking off runway 10.
why I had all those broken liveries showing up. So I removed that and downloaded a couple new 787 liveries that don't seem to have the pink wings and texture issues, so I guess they're fixed again. Refresh the cams for the error to show.
464 is lining up.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't cycle through my e-cams too much anyway, so I don't know. I'm a bad pilot, but that's what my PM Roger does. Beautiful day here today. You got the islands there off to the north. It's a nice cloud. There we go. Braking's on. We'll watch for Nick. As soon as he goes, we'll hit the chrono, but we can do our before takeoff. So cabin crew is notified. Exterior lights are coming on. Landing lights and strobes are on. Taxi to